Hello, my name is Gabriel and welcome to a new episode of Concierge. In this episode, I had a dream. I wanted to make it so that when I search for a guest, I can either take a photo, so I can open the same website on my phone and press on the take photo button and then open the camera and take a photo of his ID, or upload a photo if I have one already, or use the speak button to send a voice message. Because if I'm at the reception of a hotel and the customer comes to me, I want to be able to serve him the best I can, even if we don't speak the same language. And then, moreover, this functionality with upload photo and take photo can be useful if we have to fill in a form. So it can save some of the work already. Oh boy, it was a complicated one. The upload photo was pretty easy. So it was just a prompt. I have downloaded a random photo from the internet with a sample driver's license. So it's just this. Then I thought maybe some documents are more complicated, so maybe I need to highlight just a section. This comes with some problems, but this was this. And then we send this photo to Gemma, and then Gemma thinks a little bit in case of a full photo and says, it's this guy. I have tested with different lightings and so on and so forth. This works fine. Can also be done with the on device capabilities. So almost every phone nowadays has the ability to highlight some text and it will tell you what text it is. So this is good. And then we just press search and we'll be searching for this guy. Now this guy doesn't exist, but there it is. There is none. Good. So this works fairly fine. Now for sound. Oh my god. So the backend that I'm using, it's called vllm. Starting from version 19, vllm supports sound. It did not before. It was a request for the Gemma models because they have sound in the model, sound processing in the model. The error that is being returned by vllm when sound is not working, it says that the file format is wrong. So I have re-implemented different mechanisms to make sure that I convert in the format that Gemma is expecting. On Hugging Face, it doesn't really say which file types they support, but there is one example here in the audio, and here they specify that for this model they accept WAV, so wave, WAV. And then after some more research, they also accept MP4, so it can be extracted from there. You can pass it as a video and just ask for the sound of it. So we had options. And the problem, what had to be done in the end was to add vllm audio. So this was the bug that led me in the right direction. People were complaining here that this is missing inside the Docker container. Yes, it was missing because of licensing. My solution was to create a Docker file where I import the latest vllm. I do apt-get update to have the latest libraries. Make sure that I have this one that we need, which already existed, so super. And then with UV, I had to install vllm audio. Afterwards, I had to build, as these guys are doing, my image, tag it, and then in the Docker file, use my tagged image. And then it worked. So now we have seen the photo. Sound goes like, my name is Gabriel. And even if we extract all the sound, all the string, the LLM doesn't mind. See, it did not search for my name is Gabriel, it's just search for Gabriel. So now this is great. You can go to a reception, have this page open, you can scan the ID or upload a photo or give the device to the guest and let him pronounce his name and it will appear here. So it's already pretty nice. It starts to evolve in a tool that seems useful in a real situation. For sure, if there is noise, this sound functionality, I expect it to be worse. And when we upload photos, if the light is very, very bad or the document is damaged, it will probably not work as good. Probably another thing that I should be adding here, it's a keyboard, like press and you have a keyboard on your screen and you just let the guest tap its name and it goes here. That can also be an accessibility layer. But for now, we can upload photos and speak the name, and even if the name extraction is not perfect, the LLM will figure it out from the list of guests that it has, and it will work properly. In order to make this work even better, in the prompt manager for the 7th version, I had to add this line: if you cannot find the guest in the provided name of list, don't bother with tool calls. Because previously, and here I have a big difference. As we could see, Gemma refused to work entirely. The previous model that we had before loading Gemma, Qwen, it still tries a little bit, but then it gives up. Beforehand, without that line in the prompt, at least in the case of Qwen, it was going for minutes. It was trying really hard to match different guests in the database because, and probably this is my fault, the tool for guest search also accepts names. So accepts the first name or the last name. So Qwen was trying to use this functionality in order to see different variations of the name and try to match those. And this ended up in minutes of computation for a guest that doesn't really exist. So on a happier note, it works well with Gemma. We have everything we need for audio as well and video now. And that's how we have solved the problem. So thank you very much for watching and see you in the next episode.